Second quarter of tonight's game brought to you by McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp as Kelly makes a quick win, but now Mays under some pressure. Ground ball picked off by Kelly. Kelly long diagonal pass, spin move by Germershausen. And it's back with Sweeney of the Eagles.
So great at making things happen in the middle of the field. You see the ball in his stick a good amount because he's a great handler, puts his stick in the passing lanes and intercepts balls. He is a pure game changer for the Eagles here.
Robert Clark possesses behind the cage, gets it over to Trey McGee. McGee guarded by Garrett Eppel. McGee committed to University of Denver. Eppel committed to Notre Dame. Here's Austin Frederick as the Eagles go for an extended possession. Connor Young driving hard lefty. And now they get it behind to Trey McGee. McGee lobs it up top. Slip to the turf. McGee comes up with a loose ball momentarily, and now it's back on the turf. Eppel comes up with it and gets it to McSorley. 10:34 remaining, second quarter, brought to you by the McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp. Go to www.mcdonogh.org to learn how you can sign up, and young ladies can take their game to the next level, beginner and intermediate and advanced. Timmy Kelly up top to Johnny Kelly, and now it's Ethan Mintzer. Bones Kelly accelerates off the fake pick. Little swim move, shot, goal. Steven Bones Kelly.
The corner goal by number 24, Steven Kelly. Unassisted.
Great dodge by Bones. 9:54 remaining. And just like the day after a bad chili cook-off, we're knotted at 3. Just didn't have the same ring to it, does it, Ty?
I thought you were confused like I was the other day with the scoreboard, you know?
Hill Blaze giving a battle to Kelly. Violation, and Blaze wins the whistle. Gets it back. Shot never made it to the cage. And this is Connor Young on the left side. Gets it up top to Barrett Sutley, nephew of the great Will Spencer.
Love seeing those freshmen contribute on top MNAA teams. Sutley, a freshman for the Eagles.
Trey McGee comes hard around off the pick.
Shooting on a freshman as well. McSorley in cage for the Cardinals. A lot of guys they can go with, but like they go with the freshman last night.
Up top, Robert Clark dodges for his right hand. Had the pleasure of spending some time with Joe Clark, his older brother, who's now a junior at Gettysburg. Playing some tenacious D back in his Rough Rider days. Clark comes around lefty, rolls back, looks to get it to McGee, but likes his matchup. High pass up top. And here's Sutley. Sutley shot fought off by McSorley. Ground ball picked up by Eppel momentarily. And now Johnny Kelly has it for the Cardinals.
And that's just why he was switched over back to midfield, because he can make things happen on defense. We saw him taking his man on an X, getting that ground ball, and that's a huge boost for the Cards.
Opportunistic substitution there as Andrew Fanshaw happened to be coming in just as the Cardinals threw a pass away, and they maintained possession. Chris Myers behind the cage, and now it's all the way back up top with Fanshaw. Here's Deal down to Timmy Kelly on the wing. Germershausen And Fanshawe pass deflected by Myers. And Doyle comes up with it for the Eagles. A lot of passing, not a lot of cashing on that possession for the Cardinals. 7 minutes and 15 seconds left here, second quarter, brought to you by the McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp. Fortuitous sub right back at you as Rob Black comes up with possession, and now it's Austin Frederick.
Always fun to see how those on-the-fly substitutions can, change an offensive possession for the other team. With those new rules put in place, no more substitutions on the horns, and makes the game a little bit speedier. Hockey style,
Shot wide by Vallis, backed up by Frederick. And McGee subbing out. Looks like he has an equipment malfunction.
Bobby Olson subbing back in for him.
And we have a timeout on the field with 6:27 to go. Second quarter brought to you by the McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp. Go to www.mcdonogh.org to learn how you can take part in that great lacrosse camp. It runs June 24th to the 28th, directed by McDaniel head coach Muffy Bliss. And I also want to remind you, BD Diagnostics, proud supporter and promotional consideration given to BD Diagnostics for all your personal health needs. Make sure you go to bd.com to learn more.
We saw Coach Brian Kelly take that ground ball, pick it up pretty quick. He won that quick restart. Another one of those new rules. Unfortunately, there was that timeout, but he wants to push the pace.
A great timeout call by Coach Andy Hilgardner. Long crossfield pass. And Carson Danchnik winning the race. And we have an interference call coming up against the Eagles on the crease. 6 minutes even in the second quarter. Stephen Bones Kelly runs through the check. Shot goal. Stephen Bones Kelly. Tremendous individual effort, and Ty, in that instance, you see there's a flag down. It really does change the way defenses continue to play great team defense because they see that flag down.
And the offense, it's just the opposite. They'll go harder. 3 straight goals for the Kellys. Two straight for Bones Kelly now at the face-off X. Hillblaze wins it forward.
And Hillblaze for the win. He's going to get double-teamed by Tyler Mays and Stephen Kelly. Sometimes you pay a price when you win something like that. And now it's Johnny Kelly. A little room to operate, but he's going to settle things down. Another thing I like to talk about, Ty, is now that we're into a full scale of the rule changes, it's fun to debate which rule has had the biggest impact on the game. What's your opinion so far?
That's tough to say. I've watched a lot of Division I and watched a good amount of high school lacrosse, obviously, and I can tell you which one I like the most. It's probably the on-the-fly substitutions.
And a lot of coaches do say the quick restart. I think it's fool's gold when people just jump right to the timer on. I don't think it's as big as the quick restart.
It hasn't, and I remember we messed with the shot clock, a year or two ago, right here at Calvert Hall when UNC scrimmaged Ohio State, and I think they went with the 60-second shot clock, and that's what I wanted to see. Straight up, no 30-second to get a shot off, just straight up 60 seconds, maybe 75. If we don't see this rule make an impact, which it has, barely, then I think that's what Division I will like to go to, and thus MIAA as they play NCAA rules.
Fanshawe makes the nifty catch on the backside, a little back shoulder pass there.
We won't call that, a restarted race to nifty.
No,
Let's be real. I won it last night. It's a new day, but Same race to Nifty.
Timmy Kelly up to Johnny Kelly. And this is Deal. Great pass on the backside, but a tremendous check. We get a crease violation against the Cardinals. This Calvert Hall offense reminds me of a Pink Floyd album. They got some really good stuff, but there's times where you don't really know where they're coming from. Great passing lane defense there by Evans. Eppel now brings it across midfield. Eppel, little stick fake shot, goal. Great Abe Lincoln's mullet. Garrett Eppel putting a stamp on this afternoon's contest. Get yourself some, Garrett.
Required goal by number 34, Garrett Eppel.
And that's probably more goals than he'll have in his entire Notre Dame career, and that's not talking trash about his offensive skills. That's more based on Notre Dame's philosophy. Our man Jerry Byrne doesn't have his defenseman crossing the midline very often.
Hill Blaze again winning it forward. Lefty shot, goal. Hill Blaze feeling it. 3:08 to go second quarter, and McDonogh back to within one.
Eagles stopping the bleeding there. Blaze winning faceoffs today. You know, it's not something he did last year against Calvert Hall. Only won one against Stephen Bones Kelly, but he's won a few tonight. Last night and today. And that's just a huge, huge sign that McDonogh has a better chance of winning this game.
Little ground ball scrap here at midfield. Bones Kelly gets down on it. And now it's Johnny Bells. Second quarter, 2:40 remaining. Brought to you by the McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp. Take your game to the next level, young ladies, and get to that camp June 24th to the 28th. Go to McDonogh.org to register. Bells down the wing. Timmy Kelly swim move. Behind, and here's Johnny Kelly. And now we get a moving pick call against Calvert Hall. Pick scoop by Alex Hurdle. And Vallis gets it from Doyle and works the clear as we are at the 2-minute mark here, second quarter. 5-4 your score, Calvert Hall ahead. Rob Black has now in the left alley. Of course, Rob Black's father, Rob Black, went to Roanoke, well, largely considered the greatest sports organization. Stumbling a little bit as I flirt with my Roanoke friends.
Maybe not the best organization.
Yeah.
Organization, perhaps.
Man up for the McDonogh Eagles as they get the interference call off ball. This man up brought to you by RipNet. Go to rip.net to learn how you can improve your goal scoring. Their leaderboards and analytics are second to none. Follow your friends, track your own statistics. A free app for your iPhone or Android system. Again, RipNet. Eagles man up. And again, Coach Andy Hilgartner getting tremendous support from his coaching staff. Timmy Brandow, Joe Benson, Rob Scherer, just to name a few. Diagonal skip pass. Shot just wide. Austin Frederick goes for the backup. 10 seconds left in the foul. Black up to McGee, top center. Connor Young also. Here's Black down the wing to Frederick. And now we need a timeout by Coach Andy Hilgartner. Good time to sort things out. 52 seconds left, second quarter. 52 seconds left. Britton Vallis starts with it for the Eagles. And now it's all the way behind. Rob Black, little invert. And up top to Frederick Vallis, guarded by Tyler Mays. Tyler Mays is one of those guys who's just a sticky long stick. Tough to shake him.
And there's not a coach in the country that wouldn't want Mays on his team. Makes such a huge impact in between the lines with his 6-foot pole, as Dave Ryan would say. Head up the road at Towson University, play for Coach Nadlin, and you can bet he'll see the field right away.
A timely check by the Calvert Hall defenders. Michael Lenahan with the check, and now a turnover on the backside. And a great timeout by Coach Kelly. Again, both these coaches, and the MIAA in general, just has tremendous coaching staffs. Great guys who are interested in developing players beyond just the world of lacrosse. They build great young men. 4.7 seconds to work with. Get it into Johnny Kelly. Ball deflected on its way to the goal, and that'll bring about halftime. Thanks so much for joining us here on CUDA.com. 5-4 Calvert Hall in the lead, but it is clearly an itchy little one-goal lead. Great second half upcoming. Second quarter brought to you, as always, by the McDonogh Girls Lacrosse Camp. Go to www.mcdonogh.org to learn more. And I will also tell you, I know for a fact, that Calvert Hall made an emergency Motive Pure delivery and pickup so that they could have Motive Pure here on the sidelines. Motive Pure, play your best when your team needs you the most. They are reinventing rehydration.